Hi guys, this is Larry here, and today I'm gonna show you a lot of arena because, well, I decided why instead of fishing out those special arena matches, why not show them all? And well, first of all, I got attacked by Eddie Lau yesterday, and he died to my Atlantic core, so he quit really fast. And he attacked me today again, and I'm gonna show you that at the end of this video. But anyway, yesterday I got to place 18 and it was a tough fight because I had to battle Elvins and his team was quite tough because, well, my Druid and Spare Mage, of course, couldn't deal with them. But the second time I made a little mistake because I thought, why not put Atlantic Core there and Druid and Spear Mage, but I forgot that Druid and Spear Mage can take out a Ninja really easily together, so Atlantic Core didn't get his proc off, and that is why I put Atlantic Core with Spear Mage only this time and put my Druid on one of the top lanes, and as you can see this goes a lot smoother because Atlantic Core procs and his team dies. Yeah, that gave me the top 20 spot, guys, and well, I'm gonna show you a lot of arena today, but also gonna talk about talents in the meantime, because someone requested me to talk about talents a little bit. First of all, arena talents, of course, Revitalize is the best. Uh, there is no doubt about it because, well, if you get your proc off earlier than the other team, you are able to uh, kill a lot of their guys, uh, taking away a lot of their power actually to be able to defeat you. So Revitalize is quite a swingy talent. Uh, Second talent in Arena is Self-Destruct. Self-Destruct is really good defensive talent because Self-Destruct gives the opponent a hard time if he has Revitalized talents because it takes out their heroes, and if no one is left, you aren't going to lose, of course. So yeah, um, self-destruct is a good one too, and I myself find self-destruct quite a tough talent to deal with, and I have found a way, but it's not a consistent way. So anyway, the third and last arena talent is sprint. Uh, Sprint enhances the speed and is really a good DPS talent because it makes sure you get to that shrine really fast, being able to uh, deal damage earlier on, and your opponent can't outrace you when you already have destroyed half the shrine when he starts to hit the shrine. So yeah, that's quite a good talent, but you do have to pick the open lane with a sprint team, and if you don't pick an open lane, you're gonna lose most of the time. So that is mainly the reason why I use a split lane team, because sprint teams can't win off a split lane team, and you have saw that with Sen 7 earlier in my other video and in his own video, and well, that is why I like a split lane team much, because you take away one of the biggest archetypes of the arena, the DPS archetype. Uh, but well, there is only one talent in arena that is useful in boss battles too, and that is Revitalize again, guys. Revitalize is actually the only talent that can earn you hero badges the way you want, because in boss battles it is important, especially in the hit and run strategy, to deal a lot of damage in just a few seconds, and 5 on 5 Revitalize gives that option. And there is not much else to do in a boss battle. If you want to do more damage than you could with an hit and run strategy, you would have to use chain stun team, and for chain stun team it's actually better to have berserk. If you use tank and you use druid and champion and pumpkin nuke, you can put any hero you want in your fifth slot depending on what you need. If you need more stun, then you could add Thunder God, but I prefer Succubus because he reduces the damage and makes sure that Druid can actually out heal the boss's damage. And well, actually the only heroes that need Revitalize in boss battle are Pumpkin Duke and Succubus, because those two are important in the setup too, but Champion and Druid are better off if they have Berserk, because Berserk Champion means you can stun more and Berserk Druid means you can heal more, which are both important aspects of the chain stun actually. And a tank can have any talent ranging from Stone Skin to Revitalize, depending on what your tank needs to survive longer. So yeah, but I would still prefer Revitalize again. And well, if you have a Berserk champion, I would definitely give it a shot at that chain stun in the boss battle. And to be honest, Revitalize champion is good in arena, but I think with Berserk he is better off in boss battles, because you have better substitutes for champion in arena, because well, he is only good if he gets that Revitalize off, and that is only good in a head-on-head, and he doesn't even do that much damage. And Thunder God is just a lot better because Thunder God has more health, so he is more able to get his stun off, and he is also quicker than champion, which means that he actually can deal more damage in the early stage if you do go DPS. So um, yeah, I prefer using champion for boss instead of um, arena. And well, you are good off with an berserk on. And well, there is a third talent good in boss battles, and that is heavy blow. And heavy blow is actually quite astonishing because, well, it stuns the boss more often, and if you have 3 heroes with 5-on-5 heavy blow, you're probably gonna chain stun that boss. And heavy blow also works on the tier 3 boss, which normal chain stun team won't work. So yeah, I prefer uh, heavy blow over the normal station, but heavy blow is not a really good talent in other situations. So it's only if you're going to be really wacky and want to chain stun the tier 3 boss. Yeah, and then the last part, raiding. And with raiding comes Herbie Monsters too, because the same talents are good in Herbie Monsters. First of all, Berserk is the best talent in raiding and Herbie Monsters, because it will give you so much more power and ability to kill troops. And yeah, just make sure that you get your proc off a lot more. And um, another talent good in raiding is Revive, and actually any other surviving talent, but Revive is the best because, well, Revive just gives the opportunity to get the aggro off that hero and uh, defer to another hero so that your druid can heal the revived hero, and that's not possible with, for example, Tenacity or Stone Skin. So yeah, Revive is a good arena of hero monsters and raiding talent. Um, Especially in hero monsters, by the way, because you want your heroes to survive as long as possible, and as long as your heroes are there, you will be able to um, sustain a lot longer. And um, the key aspect I found in Hero Monsters lately is having your Thunder God survive, because if Thunder God survives, you're gonna win, and if Thunder God doesn't survive, you're not going to win. So yeah, that's about the thing you want for raiding and Hero Monsters. Though Atlanticor and Pumpkin Duke are really special cases for ratings, because Pumpkin Duke having a 5-on-5 revitalize in arena in rating is quite good, because you will be able to get that buff on a lot earlier, meaning that your team gets an extra 8 seconds of increased uh, beatdown, and that makes it sure that you are able to crack their defenses. And well, Atlanticor is good with revitalizing raids, because a lot of people tend to put their heroes on one side, and that means that you can drop your Atlanticor and after that the rest of your team, and just have them kill themselves, and yeah, that's quite alright. And I've been doing that a lot lately, searching for people who put their heroes on the side. Anyway, I think that is it about talents, and we're going to talk about arena a bit, because, well, against UMOB I used a different strategy than I used against the other players earlier in this video, because you saw every time I used my basic split lane setup, and if that didn't work I adjusted. But I know that UMOB has revitalized Thunder God, revitalized Champion, and the only thing I want to do is take those out as quickly as possible. So what I do is use a breach through strategy, which actually means that you are able to breach through anything your opponent has, and it's the best counter against the split lane setup, because what you are doing is putting your ranged heroes on front and your melee hero on the back, and that gives your ranged heroes time to attack the melee guys of the opponent, meaning that they won't get a revitalize off, meaning that yeah, they just get crushed. And if you would have put the melee hero on the front, they would have been able to hit earlier, because, well, melee heroes are walking a lot longer than the ranged heroes. And, well, I find the breach through strategy quite uh, useful, because it also works if you accidentally choose the open lane against split lane head on head, because they most of the time don't have the DPS, and a breach through strategy does have the DPS, because you are using Snowzilla and Succubus, and Spirit Mage and Druid are good in taking the shrine down too, and you have Pumpkin Duke running support at back, so um, yeah, it's a really good strategy to use if you know that the opponent is using a split lane setup. And as you can see, he attacked me back a few times against my split lane, and he could beat that, but I attack him back with my same bridge to a strategy, and you can see he doesn't stand a chance, because his champ gets killed before it could do anything, and his Pumpkin Duke gets killed before it could do anything, and that means that only his Spirit Mage gets a shot off and actually takes down my Succubus, but I don't care a lot about that because I took down 3 of his heroes and he can't outrace me with only 2 heroes. So yeah, and I'm actually resetting my setup by now because when you're in a fight with someone, you need to re-switch your setup every time that happens because you want to have them waste their chances on you, and as you could see I just reviewed his try and tried to set my defenses so that his try would walk dead against my setup. So yeah. Well, anyway, guys, I told you I would show another attack from Eddie Lau, and this time he did 100%. He came back for revenge, and he succeeded. And he took, well, another approach. He dropped his Atlantic Core first this time, and, well, that Atlantic Core has 5 on 5 Revitalize, meaning that Druid kills himself, and, well, from there it's quite an easy walk, because his heroes are such high level, and his Spirit Mage wanders off though, but the rest sticks nicely together, and his Spirit Mage got killed by my Atlantic Core. But, well, the rest isn't really a deal because he has 140 to 150 heroes, and they all are incredibly strong, and as you can see, he doesn't need to do a whole lot, but, well, I did kill a Spirit Mage, and that is what I wanted, just to kill one of his heroes and have him to wait or spam Gans, and I really enjoyed that. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video while it is mop up time from Eddie Lau, and I'll see you next time, and I'll be showing a Smurf I'll be giving away next time with a Snowzilla level 20, skill 3 out of 9. I hope you enjoyed watching, and see you later.